Hey, what up, good people? Listen, I wanted to talk to y'all tonight about Latif Thomas and how me going to his seminars took my speed training, speed development, whatever you want to call it, to a whole nother level. Now, if you know me, you know that I've always been around track. I've always loved track. I ran track in Sherman High School, and that's where I fell in love with track at because of our coach. His name was Ed Hunt. God rest his soul. But I everything that how he trained us, that's what I took to my summer track program whenever I first started coaching track back in the day. That was back in the 90s. But I took everything that he taught me and I used it in my program. But the problem with that was this: I didn't know why I was doing it, because Coach Hunt, he never explained like why we were doing it. Like, I need to know how to be able to explain to these kids why they're doing what they're doing and how's it gonna help. And I didn't realize that until you start getting kids that start asking them questions and you really can't explain it. So I stayed online trying to, research track and field, you know, and speed. Because I'm obsessed with speed. I don't know what that is, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with making someone run faster. That's just me. I'm obsessed with that. So I was just like, looking through the computer all the time, just trying to research. And I ran across this guy. His name was Latif Thomas. And so I started looking at his stuff, and I started looking at, he was explaining what I didn't understand. So I started, looking more at his videos, and then I finally invested in myself. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go, you know, take one of his seminars or whatever. And I went, and man, when I tell you, when I went to that seminar, I came back it was a whole different ball game. Not only was he answering the questions that I was inquiring about, but then that's when I started to understand the different kind of workouts. You know what I mean? Because I was always thinking like, you know, I was always the way we were brought up. Like, after football practice, you run 40s or whatever your sprints, and I always thought that's how you was getting faster. But that has nothing to do with it. Now it has its place, but that's not how you develop speed. Now when you're developing speed, you have to go anywhere between. You can go anywhere between, depending on what kind of speed you're trying to develop. But when we're developing pure speed and we're trying to get from point A to point B faster, then if we're gonna do, say for an example, if we're doing 630s, right? So that means every single 30 you gotta go full speed, right? But rule of thumb is you get a minute rest every 10 meters. So if we're doing 30s, that means you run a 30 meters, and then guess what? You get 3 minutes rest, because now you got to build your energy back up. So when you run at 30 again, then you back close to 100%. You cannot build speed tired. So you got to rest. The recovery is mostly the key, especially in sprinting. And see, that was that was, for example, that's one of the things that I didn't know at first. You know what I mean? But then, not only that, I now I know how to write workouts. I know how to write effective workouts, simply because I invested in myself with Latif Thomas and went to that complete track and field seminar. And not I don't just do that. I mean, I pretty much go through all the classes. I take everything. Like, I really am a student of the sport track and field. Like, I take it serious because that's just me. That's what I do. Uh, so like ever since I went to that seminar, started taking his classes, and just studying. And it ain't just him, it's more. It's Gabe Sanders, I forget the other coach name, Marcielli or something like that. But anyway, that coach, the Marcielli coach, he coached with um what's Carl Lewis. That's Carl Lewis. He coached with him. So that, to get that kind of information, to be able to share it, that's valuable stuff. So ever since I got that and started studying that and went to that seminar, like I've trained hundreds of kids, and when I tell you the reward that I get when you have a kid come in and he's so fast, and then after he trained with you for a little bit, you know what I mean, and he stays consistent, and he ends up running faster 40 times, faster 100 times, 60 times, 200 times, whatever, 400, whatever. You know what I mean? That's rewarding itself for me, because there's nothing better in the world for me to have a kid to, run faster than he's ever ran. It's just because then they see, you know what I mean, that they put the work in, and then they got the result. But I mean, hey, the key to that is, having the right information to be able to coach it. And not only that, once you do get the kids, to come in that you're going to train and coach or whatever, once they do come in, they got to be consistent. You know what I mean? They got to be patient, and they got to stay focused. You know what I mean? I got the tools to get them where they need to be. You know what I mean? So a lot of that is mental. They got to stay focused and be consistent, and whatever goal they're trying to accomplish, they'll accomplish it on the track. Cause now I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but I'm pretty much a beast at it now. I know it now. I know it I know it from head to toe. I know how to build speed. That's just what I do, because I told you that's a passion of mine. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm gonna push to learn. I'm gonna push to get the knowledge for it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all this evening. So y'all have a good night, and stay blessed.